Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sejahtera pada semua murid yang sempat mengikuti live channel Matematik Tambahan bersama CZ pada hari ini. Okay guys, today we are going to learn the final topic, the final topic of arithmetic progression, which is the sum of arithmetic progression. So we are going to look at the formula and several example how to apply the formula, and also the most important part is kebat question. Okay, I know semua orang tunggu kebat question, how to solve this question, how to solve the kebat question. Okay, for your information, this topic not only for KSSM Matematik Tambahan Form 4 but also can be applied for KBSM Form 5. Okay, KBSM Form 5. Okay, so Form 5 student also can learn this topic, alright? Those if you are Form 5, if my viewer, one of the viewer here is a Form 5 student, alright guys? So before we start our lesson, as usual, my CBN girls, please update your kehadiran on my right side here, on my on the live chat on my right side here. Okay, please write down your names and also state your class. Okay. So and the rest of you, okay, the rest of you, if you have a problem, you may voice out your problem on the live chat also, right? So I will go through the live chat after that, and we are going to discuss. All right, we are going to discuss. Okay, so without further ado, let's start our discussion of today. Okay, so I will share to you the I will share to you the notes. Okay, where's the notes? Mana makcik tu? Ni. Okay. So this is the notes for today. Okay, the last topic of arithmetic progression. So the objective of the day is we are going to learn two things. Okay, number one, we want to learn the sum of arithmetic progression. Okay. So first we are going to learn the sum of arithmetic progression, okay? Ataupun the other word is the sum of first n terms of arithmetic progression. The labeling is Sn. Okay, so the formula, okay, jump to the straight to the point. What's the formula to use to find the sum of arithmetic progression? To find the sum of the sequence. Okay, previously we learned how to find the terms. Now, today we are going to learn how to total up every term, every digit, every number inside the sequence. So it become, we total up everything. That's what we call sum of n terms. All right. So there's a two formula actually. So the first formula is this one. Sn equals to n over 2, 2a bracket 2a plus n minus 1b. So we know that a is our first term, n is the number of term in the sequence. If the sequence have 23 terms, that means S23, something like that. Okay, and donkey we already know, which is we call common difference. Okay, atau bahasa Melayu dia kita panggil beza sekunya. Okay guys, now we have the second formula. Okay, this is the second formula. Okay, actually the second formula is derived from the first formula. The first formula we make some we simplify the first formula, okay, which is the first one here, then it becomes the second formula actually. So both of them you need to remember. Okay, so how the first becomes second? Okay, now you see the first formula is Sn equals to n over by 2 bracket, right? The 2a here I split it, it become a plus n minus 1 donkey. Now we know that makcik ini, this makcik here, the black color that I put inside a bracket, black, is also known as Tn, the terms. Okay, the n terms. So it equivalents to a plus n terms. Okay, so this Tn also represent L. Okay, the Tn also known as last term. That's why we labeling as L. Okay, remember L here stand for last term. Last term also equals to Tn. We learned in the previous class. Okay, Tn. Okay, which is Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 donkey. All right. That is the two formula. Okay, guys, how about this one? The third here. This one is not the formula of sum, but this formula is very crucial, very important. Okay, sometimes if you remember back, we refresh back what we learned in the previous class. We find the terms, right? We find the Tn, we find the T10, we are able to find the T20, the 20 term, the 10 terms, and etc. etc. So for this subtopic, okay, for this topic also, we also can apply, okay, beside beside we use the Tn, okay, beside we use the Sn to find the sum, we also can use the sum to find the terms, okay, the specific term. This one I call as specific term. Okay, specific terms. Okay, so if you look at the formula is Sn minus Sn minus 1. That means the sum of n term minus the sum of previous term, of n term. Okay, so that for instance, okay, let's say I want to find the T10. That means the 10 term. So beside we are using the Tn equals to a plus n minus 1d. This one is a previous topic, also can apply. But how to use the sum formula? It's very easy. If the n here is 10, so it will be S20 minus S10 minus S10 minus 1, 9. That's all. That's what I call the term minus the previous term. The sum of that term minus the sum of the previous term. So let's say if I want to find the T99, if I want to use the sum formula, it will become S99, the sum of 99 term minus the sum of 98 terms. So I can get the specific term 99. So paham, eh? Hopefully you guys can understand all these three all these three formula. Okay, let's look at the example. Okay, example we have 1, 2, 3. So today, because today is a very short class, okay, there's not so many questions. So I hope you guys can relax and enjoy, okay, and enjoy this topic. Okay, now example 6. Example 6 is about, okay, example 6 is about to find, given that the arithmetic progression is given like this, okay, find the sum of first 35 term. Okay, so before we solve the problem, you need to identify, because this is a AP, arithmetic progression, Janjang Arithmetic. So Anda kena identify what is the first term and what is the common difference. So the first term, automatically we know that is a 4, and the common difference is 7 minus 4, which is equals to 3. So we already have these two value, 1 marks already. Okay, so now you want to find the sum of 35 terms, so it will become S35. Since we have two formula, which formula we need to use? We need to apply the first formula. We cannot apply the second formula because there is no last term here. Nampak? We got 4, 7, 10, comma, dot, 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 dot. But at the end of the dot, there is no number. So that's why this sequence doesn't have last term. So we need to apply the first formula. Okay. So it will become 35 over by 2. Apa tadi? 2, 2, 4 plus, okay, n minus 1, which is 34. Okay. Donkey is 3. This is how I get 35 minus 1, n minus 1. So I just straight away write down 34. So you compute, then you get the answer. Okay, please double check. What's the answer? Right? That is number 1. Okay, how about B? Okay, how about B? B, we want to find the sum of the first n term. There's no number. There's no specific number. There's specific value of n. But it gives you the general n. So at the end of our calculation, your answer should have n as the variable. So I want to find the Sn, the sum of n term. So according to the formula is n over 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1 donkey. This is general formula. Therefore, since we doesn't know n, so but we know a, right? A is 4 plus n minus 1, donkey is 3. So we simplify everything. So a become n over by 2, 8 berapa ni? Plus 3n minus 3, then we simplify it become n over by 2, 5 plus 3n. Then this is the final answer. Because there is no value of n, it just variable n. Okay, so your answer should have variable n, right? So that is example 6. Okay, very straightforward. Now look at the example 7. So let me use the different pen here. All right, example 7. So the sum of the first 10 terms, okay, that means S10, S10 of arithmetic progression is equals to 230. So this is the information. So we know that from here, we know that the formula of S10, okay, S10, we try to elaborate by using the formula. Okay, so 10 over by 2, 2a plus n minus 1. N minus 1 means 10 minus 1 because n is 10, right? That's why we are supposed to get 9d. Okay, this is the general formula. All right, so we simplify it. Okay, 5, 10 over by 2, 5. So we are supposed to get 2a plus 9b equals to 230 divided by 5. So we are supposed to get 46 here. This is our first equation. Okay, so next, okay, next equation is, okay, the sum of the subsequent 10 term, the next 10 term. Okay, after the first 10 term, the next following 10 terms after 10 term is start with 11 term, 11 term onwards. So another 10 term will be from term of 11 until 20 term. Okay, that is another sum which is equals to 630. That means what we correct, we know that every number here, the sequence have 20 terms. Okay, the first 10 term and the subsequent 10 terms. And the sum, the subsequent next 10 terms. So the total is S20 here. So to find the S20 is supposed to be S10, the first 10 plus the sum of the next subsequent 10. So we know that is equals to 230 plus berapa ni? 630. Okay, then we are supposed to get berapa ni? 230, 630. So 860. This one should be 860. Now I told you, you need to elaborate like what we did just now, the red color. So elaborate the S20. S20 means 20 over by 2 by applying the formula. 2a plus n minus 1. N now is 20. So 20 minus 1, 19 donkey. And then we simplify this makcik here. Try to simplify this. So we are supposed to get 2a plus 19d equals to 20 over by 2, 10. 10 pindah sebelah divided 86. This is our second equation. Okay guys, very interesting here. Now you see, it become two equation with two variable unknown. So this one, what is the formula that we supposed to use? It will be simultaneous. Okay, so since the 2a and 2a are equivalent, so we can minus 1 minus 2. Okay, 1 minus 2. Then we are supposed to get, okay, 1 minus 2. So 2a minus 2a mati 0. 9 minus 19d negative 9d. 46 minus 86 negative 4. Negative. Sorry, 9d minus 19d is not 9d. Negative 9d is a negative 10d. 46 minus 86, 40. Okay, is that correct? Yeah. So from here we can find donkey equals to 4 because negative 40 divided by negative 10. Then we got 4. Settle for donkey. Now we want another one is a here. Donkey we already obtained, but How about A? So substitute your donkey either on the first or second. It's up to you. Free country, right? We are living in free country. So I leave it for you to try. Okay. So that is your example 7. Now let's do the number example 8. Banyak tak? Oh, dah habis. Sikit lagi. After that will be exercise. Okay. Now example 8. So for example 8, okay. For example 8 here, what we have, a swarm of bees start to make a new beehive. Beehive, oh, sarang tebuan, It's a sarang tebuan. Okay, a new beehive. 2 hexagonal hole were made on the first day. 5 hexagonal hole were made on the second day, the following day, and 8 hexagonal hole were made on the following day. So from here we can see the pattern, the sequence. So first thing is you write down the pattern, the sequence. 2 become 5, become 8, dot. Okay. Is this AP? How to prove? Find the donkey. If the donkey is equivalent, therefore this is AP, arithmetic progression. So the donkey will be T2 minus T1, 5 minus 2 is 3. D also T3 minus T2, 8 minus 5 also 3. So this is automatically AP. Okay, since D is 3, A is 2. Okay. So what we can do next? Okay, calculate the number of hexagonal hole on the 12th day. Okay, on the 12th day, how many hexagonal hole has been made by the bees? Okay, so we want to find the sum, the total of the hole, not the specific hole made on the 12 days, but the whole total hole that made from the first until the 12 days. Okay, so to find that, we are supposed to use S, not T12, but S12. So S12 equals to 12 over by 2, 2A plus 12 minus 1 is 11, donkey is 3. So we compute this thing, how much? 4, 3, 8. 4 plus 11 times 3 times 12 divided by 2. So the answer is 222. Okay, the 222 whole. Okay, settle. That is A. Right. So how about B? The minimum number of days if there is more than 1000 hexagonal has been made. How many days are required so that the total hole made is more beyond 1000? So we need to use inequalities for this one. Minimum, maximum is about at least, at most. That those keywords represent inequalities. So to solve this problem, okay, I change the color. Okay, so to solve this problem, so Sn must more than 1000. Okay, so we apply the formula, n over by 2, 2a, a is 2, plus n minus 1. We need to find n, and donkey is 3 from the initial here value. So beyond 1000, because the minimum, so it must be more than. If the soalan make us say maximum number, it will be less than. Okay. So we expand everything. Is supposed to be n over by 2, 4 plus 3n minus 3 more than 1000. So we expand everything. It will become 4 plus minus 3, 1. Okay, n plus 3n squared minus 1. To move it here, it becomes 2000. Move to the left, it becomes negative 2000 more than 0. So we rearrange so that it become what we call it, general form. So 3n squared plus n minus 2000 more than 0. Guys, this is what we call, what we already learned this thing. If you still remember, for those my CVN girls, this one we already learned. If I'm not mistaken, the what correct, couple clash. This is the couple and clash things. Okay, we apply. So first thing, find the formula. So you apply the formula here, okay? Apply formula, which is negative b plus minus square root blah 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 whatever. Substitute the numbers inside. Now, I just want to show you that what we are supposed to get after we find the roots here, okay? So we are supposed to get two kind of root, okay? When we use the calculator, A3B1C negative 2000. Okay. So we are supposed to get two value. The small value is negative 25.9871 and the biggest value is 25 positive 0.6538. Okay. So now you need to know what is the pattern of this. This is a clash, okay? So you need to learn the topic chapter 2, right? Chapter 2. This is now is chapter 5. So positive A more than 0, so it will be clash. So the answer after we find the root, it will be after we find the roots, so we need to write the inequality. So the inequality will become and the smaller root will become less than negative 9871 or and more than for the bigger roots 25.6538. Okay, if you still remember, I told you when we learned this topic, n must start from 1, n cannot be 0, n cannot be negative number, n cannot be decimal, and cannot be fraction. Okay, so n more than 20, so n negative less than negative, this one rejected. There's no n become negative, but n must be positive number. N cannot be in decimal, so you need to round off so that it become 26. That means on the the bees need 26 days to make 1000 whole from the start. Okay, until 26 days, 1000 whole will be made by the bees. Settled. Okay, that's all for discussion about the example. Now we look at the exercise. Okay, this exercise, okay, for CBN girls. So say practice 5.3 and 5.3 and 5.4 for today. So I want you to do the number 1, number 2, number 4. Semua. But I will discuss sikit saja, right? So number 1 A and B, So look at here, 5.3, number 1A. So number 1A, find the sum. We want to find the sum of this progression, arithmetic progression. So yes, now what we have here, we have a sequence, comma, dot, 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 at the end, there's another number at the end. This one represent last term. Okay. Now we have last term here. Okay, so how to find the sum? To find the sum, we still need to know the value of n. How many terms we have in this sequence? So what we can do is, we know that last term equals to Tn, right? I already show you before we start this topic, before we start the discussion. So Tn actually is equals to A plus n minus 1 donkey. So equals to 100 here. So from here we can substitute A and donkey. A is negative 20 plus n minus 1. Donkey is how much? Donkey is negative 15 minus negative 20. So we are supposed to get positive 5. So equals to 100. So we do the sum algebra thing. So n will equals to 120 divided by 5 plus 1. So n equals to 25. There's a 25 terms, 25 numbers in this sequence. So that is the first step. That is the first method. Not first method. I mean the first step. And then we need to continue to the second step. The second step, now we want to find the sum. So that means we want to find S25. Okay, S25 here. Okay, let me rub first this one. Sorry. Undo. Now S25, how we find the S25 here? Since the n already know, so S25 will become 25 over by 2 A plus L. I'm use the second formula, right? Let's refer back the second formula because we already have the last term. You also can use the first term. The first formula doesn't matter. It will be show you this. You're supposed to get the same answer, right? So 25 over by 2. A is negative 20, L is 100. So we compute. So the final answer is 1000. So please double check, is this correct or not? Okay. So kalau betul, please say yes on the live chat. Ataupun kalau salah, also please write down on the live chat, cikgu salah. Okay, silap kira. Okay, then I will recalculate again. Okay. So that is the number 1A. So number 1B, this one, you need to find the sum of 23 terms. So I leave it for you to try. Okay, we already discussed this thing. Okay. So number 1. Number 2. Okay, number 2 ni apa? Oh, it's a puzzle. It's not crossword puzzle, crossword puzzle. So we got horizontal and vertical. So I will do in the horizontal. So the vertical, you try. Okay, you guys try. Okay. So complete the crossword puzzle here. Okay. Okay, so guys, the sum of arithmetic progression for A, this one A, this one horizontal, B and C, horizontal. All right. Find the sum of arithmetic series 38, 34, 30, blah 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 for the first 18 terms. So we want to find the S18. Okay, number 2A. Before we find the S18, we need to identify the first term is 38. This is the second term, 34. So the donkey is negative 4, right? 34 minus 38. So A, 38, donkey, the common difference is 34 minus 38, which is equals to negative 4. So I want to find the S18. It will become 18 over by 2, 2A, 38 plus n minus 1, 18 minus 1, 17, donkey negative 4. Close the big bracket, compute. So 2 times 38 plus 17 times negative 4 times 18 divided by 2. So the answer is 72. So write down here 72. Okay. That is your answer for A. How about B? Find the sum of first 100 terms of arithmetic progression such that the first term is negative 10 and the common difference is 6. Now you see the information is given, very straightforward. So for B, okay, for question B, the value of, okay, we want to find the sum of 100, the sum of 100, so it will become 100 over by 2, 2A. How much the value of first term? First term is negative 10 plus n minus 1, 99, 100 minus 1, and the common difference is 6. Very straightforward. So 2 times negative 10 plus 99 times 6 times 100 divided by 2. So the answer here will be 28,700. Okay. So write down here 28,700. See, cukup. Okay, enough space to write down. So the answer should be correct lah. Okay, please double check. And the last one, C, last one, C. Find the first term of arithmetic progression, which is the sum of first 42 term is 5838 and the last term is negative 22. Okay, so for question C, the sum of 42 term as 42, which is equals to 42 over by 2 bracket 2a plus 42 minus 1, right? 41 donkey equals to 5838. Okay, we simplify this number first. So we are supposed to get 2a plus 41 donkey 5838 5838, okay, times 2 divided by 42, so equals to 278. So this is the first equation. Now how about the second equation? Look at the second equation. It also given here is the last term is equals to negative 22, the L. Okay, last term L. We know that L equals to Tn. Remember that. Tn equals to what? A plus n minus 1 donkey equals to what? Equals to negative 22. Guys. Okay. So we know that the last term for this sequence is 42. We got 42 terms, right? So the last term is n 42. So T42 equals to A plus 42 minus 1, 41 donkey again equals to negative 22. This is your second equation. Now I told you it becomes a simultaneous. So when it becomes simultaneous, that means one, tak nampak, yellow color tak boleh, blue color. Okay, 1 minus second. So we are supposed to get 2A minus A. 41D minus 41D cancel each other. So equal 278 minus negative 22. So the answer is 300. So your A is 300. First term is 300. We want to find the first term. Done. We already obtained. Settle. So, vendors, please do everything that we already discussed here. Alright. So that is question number 2. Number 4. Where's number 3? Okay, tak apalah. Number 3 maybe I tak perasan tadi. Okay. So now number 4. What is the question for number 4 here? The diagram on the right showed a fence that made of woods. The fan is painted by the alternate blue and gray color. Blue and gray color shown in the diagram. The number of wood painted with the same color increase with the red as shown in the diagram. Okay. If there is a 200 wood piece, calculate the number of wood pieces that can be painted with the same color and find the number of remaining wood piece, if any. Okay, guys. This is kebat, This is kebat. The fence is painted by the blue and the gray color, and they are arithmetic progression. Okay, this is arithmetic progression question. So how I know? Okay, so you see. The first here is a blue color. 1. The second term, this is the first term, blue color. The second term, this is E1, this is E2. It's the gray color, but we got 3. And the third term here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the fourth term here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see the pattern? That's the sequence. So the sequence show here is 1, 3, 5, 7 is a AP. Why I said AP? Because the common difference is 2. 3 minus 1, 2. 5 minus 3, 2. 7 minus 5, 2. So the common difference are similar. That's why this is a arithmetic progression. Janjang Arithmetik. So we got 200, right? We got 200 piece of wood. So calculate the number of wood that will be used to be painted with the same color. Okay, guys, the maximum wood we have is 200. Now, the question is, how many wood will be used to paint it by this kind of color until it reach to 200? So, adakah all this 200 will be used, or maybe less than 200 will be used because not enough wood to add on, because the limit is 200. Now we need to find what is the total maximum total we can use so that it can reach to 200 at top. All right. So guys, what we can do is, since we know that the pattern is 1, 3, 5, 7, so your A is 1, donkey is 2. So the sum, we try to find sum here. Sum of n 200. It cannot beyond than 200, so it will be less than 200. Okay, it will be less or more. Less. It should be less than 200. Okay, now so n over by 2, 2a, we don't know a. Sorry, we know a, n minus 1, we doesn't know the n, but the donkey also we know, so less than 200. Okay guys, so this one, substitute everything, n over 2, 2a, a is 1, which is 2 times 1, plus n minus 1, donkey is 2, less than 200. So simplify everything, we are supposed to get 2n plus 2n squared minus 2n less than 200 times 2, 400. Okay, so this one cancel up. So 2n squared less than 400. So n squared less than 200. Okay. So n squared minus 200 less than 0. Another inequalities. This is couple. Okay, chapter 3. Chapter 2. Okay. Remember, please remember chapter 2. Couple and clash thing. So we find the roots. Apply the formula here. Negative b. So, oh, sorry. Where's the pen? When my pen is out of battery, I think. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, the band is back. Okay. So we apply the formula here. So formula negative b plus minus square root. If I want to use the quadratic, the factorization also can, but because normally the answer for inequalities is not normally is a decimal. So that's why I prefer to use the formula, because the formula is correct method instead of the factorization. Okay, so you substitute everything, negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over by 2a. Then I just want to calculate the final answer here, which is, okay, the roots you are supposed to get is 1, 0, negative 200. Okay, you are supposed to get two answers here, negative 14.1421 and the negative and positive 14.142 something. Okay, so since this is a couple, so n will be located in between of them. So guys, I told you n cannot be negative, so you must reject this value. So we just consider this thing. So therefore, n must be less than 14.142. So what? I told you n also cannot be in the decimal, right? So round off this number, the n should be equals to 14. The maximum the maximum term can be used to the maximum the maximum gate, the maximum wood will be used by to make this fan will be 14 terms. That means 14 term means we start from here. The first term, second, third, 14th, fourth term, and so on until the 14 terms. All right. So n equals to 14. Calculate the number of footprints that can be made painted by the same color. That means the answer is 14. Okay, 14. 14 section. Okay, we cannot use term here because different color, right? So this is first section, second section, third section, fourth section. We got 14 section. All right. Now, hence find the number of remaining wood if any. So I believe that not all the 200 will be used. We are used until the 14 section. So we try to find how much the total we already used. So for 14 terms, so we can find the sum of 14. So 14 over by 2, 2a is 1 here, and donkey is 2. N minus 1, 14 minus 1, 13, donkey is 2. So we compute 2 tambah 13 darab 2, salah. Okay. 2 tambah 13 times 2 times 14 divided by 2. So we are used 196 woods. So not all 200 is used. Okay. So we got balance, right? The balance should be 4. Because 200 minus 196. So we are supposed to get 4 woods. Because why we have balance? Because the 4 woods here is not enough for the next segment. Oh, sorry, for the next for the next term. Okay, so that is the answer for A here. Wow, a lot, eh? It's a long process to get the answer. Okay, so how about B here? Okay, for question B, state the color of the last wood piece. Okay, and then calculate the number of wood piece that used for that particular color. So guys, the soalan asking here is what is the color? What is the color on the final segment? We got 14 segment, right? On the 14 segment is that final. That is the final. What is the color of the wood? Is a blue or is a gray? Okay, this one very tricky, but it's not so hard because we know that first term blue, second term gray, third term blue, fourth term gray again. Now you can see the pattern, right? All the odd numbers is a blue, all the even numbers is a gray. 14 is a odd or even. Fikirlah sendiri. So we know that 14 is a even number, so that means even stand for gray color. So for question B, gray color on 14. Okay, on the 14 terms. Okay, calculate the number of wood that used on that particular color. So 14, that means we want to find the term of 14 on that specific term. How many gray color is being painted? That's why we use T14, not S14. So A plus N minus 1 donkey. A is 1. N minus 1, 13. Donkey is 2. So 13 times 2 plus 1. So there's a 27 wood used to painted by the gray color. Okay, so that is the question for B. Settle. Okay, guys. So we already settled the first lesson of today. Now we move to the second lesson, which is the last lesson. Okay, the last lesson is the solving problem involving arithmetic progression. This is the final part. This is the the wrap up of this whole subtopic. Okay. Let me remind you, in this chapter, if you still remember, I told you on the previous class, we got 2 big tajuk. The first big tajuk, now this is the final. Then after that, we are going to learn the next tajuk, the next second big tajuk. Okay, so this is a solving problem. So CB angles, number 1, number 2, right? So because there's a 2 question, I want to discuss number 1 only. Okay, number 1 you need to copy, and also right now in your exercise books. But number 2 also you need to do, right? You also need to do CBM drills. But the rest of you, from the other school, you also can learn this thing. Nanti cikgu anda mungkin suruh buat, then anda sudah tahu. At least you have the idea, okay, to solve this problem. Okay, so the final question I want to discuss here, number 1, number 2, you try yourself. Mr. Tom ordered 1,000 Form 4 mathematics textbooks to be sold at his shop. Okay. He estimates that 10 books will be sold on the first day, 14 on the second, 18 on the third. See the pattern? Right now, the pattern. Okay. Number 1. The pattern is 10, 14, 18, ... So we know that A equals to 10, donkey common difference equals to 4. Okay. These two values very important, very crucial before you solve the problem. Before you start to solve the problem, find these two values first. Okay, so what is the number of day for Mr. Tong to sell all the books? All the 10,000 books will be sold. How many days needed? Okay, so that means TN or SN. Now you need to decide. We are talking about how many days, right? How many days needed to sell all the 1,000 books. All 1,000 books means sum every day equals to 1,000. So we need to use SN, not TN. So SN, okay, because 1,000, right? 1,000, it should be like this. Okay, more than. It's not equal, but more than. Okay, not less than. You must solve the books 1,000 onwards. Actually, we cannot use equal here. We must use inequalities, okay, to solve this problem, right? So more than and equal here. So what I call that? The numbers are right. So the formula is n over by 2 to a 10 plus n minus 1, we doesn't know n, but the donkey is 4, more than and equal 1,000. You must remember what I put equal because the maximum book is 1,000. That's why I put equal. Okay. Right. Okay. So simplify this makcik here. We are supposed to get n over by 2. 20 minus 4, 16, right? 16 plus 4n more than equals to 1,000. So 4n squared plus 16n minus 2,000 more than equals to 0. Okay, then we simplify, it become n squared plus 4n minus divided by 4, 500 more than or equals to 0. Okay, guys, this is another arithmetic progression, another couple and clash things. Okay, so use apply the formula here, right? So I just jump to the conclusion. The n, the value of root that we are supposed to get from these inequalities is 1, 2, 1, 4, negative 500. We are supposed to get two value, negative 24.45 after round off, and the positive 20.45 after we round off. So this is clash because positive a more than 0. So clash, we need to put all in the middle. So the least root will be lesser, the big root will be bigger than. Don't forget the equal also. Okay, guys, this one will be rejected, right? I believe you guys doesn't have a problem now. But this one, you need to more than. So how much actually? You need at least 21 days to sold all 1,000 books. Okay, guys. Itu dia. Okay, so that is the correct. The first question, the first question. The first question of Number 1A, number 1A. Right, what's the next question? So B. So calculate the increment of the books to be sold, to be sold each day in order for all books to be sold in 10 days. So they estimate 10 days only needed to sold 1,000 books. So how much the increment? Increment means donkey, the common difference. So we know that S10, still sum again. S10 equals to, now we are using 10 because 10 days needed. So 10 over by 2. A is 2A. A is 10 plus 10 minus 1. N minus 1, right? 10 minus 1 is 9. Donkey, we doesn't know, equals to 1,000. Okay, so we simplify. So the donkey we are supposed to get here is, expand everything. Okay, let me show you expansion. So it will become 20 plus 90 equals to 10 divided by 2, 5. 5 move it here, it becomes divided. So 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. Sorry. Yeah, 200. So 90 equals to 180. Donkey equals to 20. So the increment every subsequent day, it should be increased by 20, 20, 20. That means after 10, if we list down, the first day, 10, the second day should be 30. Because increase by 20. And the third day will be 50. See, there's different here, right? This one increased by 4, this one increased by 20. So for this pattern, it required only 10 days to solve all the books. But this one, this sequence need 21 days to solve everything. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys paham. Okay, you guys can understand this lesson. Now, now we already finished this subtopic, and we are going to learn the next subtopic, which is geometry progression, GP, the final part of this chapter 5. Okay, guys. So as usual, before we dismiss, my class yang apa nama CB Angles, okay, CB Angles, please update your kehadiran. If you are not following the live class today, you also can replay this video, and please update your kehadiran on the comment section below. Okay, and for those every one of you that watched my video here, okay, if you have a problem, you guys boleh tulis masalah di ruangan komen di video ini. Okay, so insyaAllah, God will, I will go through your problem and I will discuss and reply your message. Alright, so jika tak ada apa-apa, itu saja untuk hari ini, guys. Okay, sekian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye, guys.